On December 25th, an aeroplane was sighted off the coast of Barcelona. It was flying empty. Investigation of this case reached into the highest circles, and the scandal was very nearly responsible for the fall of at least one European government. This motion picture is a fictionalized reconstruction of the events leading up to the murder and to the appearance last Christmas morning of the empty plane.
Zook? Jacob Zook? I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to talk to me. We gotta get out of here. Look, if we don't start moving right away, you're gonna be killed. Murdered.
I'm a dying man with no money. Somebody wants to kill me? He's wasting his time.
No money, huh? Well, you could use some dough, couldn't you? How would you like to earn 500 marks?
Earn?
Or even 1,000. We could go to my hotel. No, that's not good. He might find us. We go to another hotel. I'll get you a fine room with a nice bed and lots of warm, big, thick, heavy blankets.
Huh? And who are you? Santa Claus?
I am the one who's going to keep you from getting murdered. Oh, I know you, Zook. You're an old jailbird. Just out of stir. An ex-dope pusher. The world's forgotten you. I wouldn't give you a thought if I didn't have to. If my own life didn't depend on it. I'd better tell you my story.
Who are you?
My name's Van Stratton. Till just a little while ago when they caught me, I was running American cigarettes in Italy. A lot of us were doing it after the war.
So what has this got to do with me? I'm dying.
Nothing, but will you listen?
Leave me alone.
Will you shut up and listen? There's hardly any time left. You gotta get this straight. If I'm gonna save your miserable life for you, you're gonna have to understand this story, see? It all began one night last spring in the harbor at Naples. Millie, that's my girl, she was asleep on board the boat. I'd been in town. I was just coming back along the docks when suddenly I see this character with a peg leg. Seemed like he was in an awful hurry to get away from there. Then a couple of minutes later, I see this other guy. At first I thought he was drunk.
You know we can't afford any trouble.
Go get a doctor, quick.
Too late. Why, doctor?
But the police.
Try to keep them away. I don't want to spend my last few minutes with a lot of cops.
I don't blame you.
God, you didn't do it.
Of course not, but we can't let him bleed to death.
No, mademoiselle. It was another who stabbed me. He got away.
Go see what's happening. Must have got whoever it was at night, Jim. Seems like you're trying to shoot it out with the cops.
What is your name?
And Stratton, guy.
I am Bracco. You call me Marcel this way. I spend my last few minutes among friends.
All right, old man. Take it easy. I'm with you.
You're with me. After all the friends I've had, you that I've known a few minutes, you're the only one. I want to give you something to show you my thanks.
It's all right, fella.
Coming this way.
The police? What can they do to me now?
What about us? Guy, will they put me in jail too?
Shut up.
Now listen, what I give you is 2 names.
You don't have to give me anything.
This I didn't think I'd give to anyone. It isn't money, but it is worth millions. This is my gift to you. It will make you rich.
It's Bracco, the American. What's he doing?
Look, I just happened by it. I got a boat here.
Your papers.
I'll go on board and get
We'll come with you.
Come here. Please, I must tell you this. Remember, it is a secret. Give it only to your friend.
Hey, cigarette,
What a
contraband.
of money.
Jail for you, senor. Jail.
real smart cop.
You'll remember the other name, too. The woman.
Okay, so you found his cigarettes. This girl has no connection with my business.
Come on, Bracco. What were you saying? What?
Is he dead?
What do you think? Bracco was whispering something.
Yeah, what was the message he gave you?
Yes, Bracco was talking to you. What
was
was
it?
it?
Sense it was just a name. He was dying.
What name was it?
Arkadin. Gregory Arkadin.
There was another name, too, that Bracco had whispered of Millie. But I couldn't ask her what it was. Not while the cops had me.
Millie? What is people?
Millie was my girlfriend at the time. I already told you. Bracco I'd never even seen before. As to what his racket was, or how he got himself stabbed, or why he should give me Gregory Arkadin's name, I hadn't a clue.
So why should this Bracco do you a favor if he didn't know you before?
I don't know. Maybe he got some kind of a sympathy for me. He was dying.
Oh, I'm dying, but I got no sympathy for you whatsoever.
I don't know you either, but I'm doing you a favor. I'm going to save your life.
So all of a sudden you're a doctor. Will you tell me, please, how you figure to save me?
You are going to find out, Mr. Zook, if you'll just try keeping your yap shut for a minute, and your mind, if you have such a thing, and what I'm trying to tell you. Like I say, I had to do time for the cigarette smuggling. They confiscated my boat. I was broke. So when I got out, I had nothing else to do but look around and ask questions. Well, Millie wasn't waiting for me at the prison gates. But I traced her down to Juan-le-Pin, to a nightclub where she was doing a bubble dance.
We got paid to let her off for that party.
Which party?
The party, naturally. This season a party means just one thing. Gregory Arkadin.
Who Arkadin really was and where all that dough came from, nobody could tell me. He had a villa near Monte Carlo and a castle in Spain, Rolls-Royce with a special musical horn, one of the biggest yachts in the world, and at least 3 passports. To shake him down, as Bracco had said, wasn't so easy. He was a tough baby to get to, bodyguards and all. But I found he had one weak spot. His daughter, Raina.
Yeah, he's real strict with her. Here, she's not even allowed on the yacht.
Wonder if there's any way I can arrange to meet her.
So that he can introduce you to the girl?
Nah, it's a business matter.
You want to meet his daughter so you can get to talk to him?
Kid, you must be losing your mind.
Or, changing my luck. Quite a looker, Miss Arkadin. She might be tough, but she could lead me to her father. Then there was that boyfriend, one of those titled English characters called the Marquis or something or other.
The Marquis of Arkadin. But I don't think it's anything serious.
How come she's not at his party?
It isn't the kind of party you ask your daughter.
Is that the telephone switchboard back there?
Yes, right over there.
Good.
Excuse me, darling. I seem to be wanted on the telephone. Awful bore.
Okay.
Excuse me. Would you like to dance? We haven't
No,
met.
I'm sorry.
Well, your friend's gonna be some time on a long-distance phone.
How do you know Bob's taking a long-distance
Oh,
call?
who would know better? I put the phone call in myself. You gonna be stuffy about it, or shall we start dancing right now and save some time?
Ah, bonsoir, Jacques. C'est vrai que Monsieur Van Straten est ici?
Écoutez, operator!
Oh, pardon. Hey, I thought they told me Mr. Van Straten was in the phone booth or with a phone operator or something.
Yes, he was, but now he's on the floor dancing with Mademoiselle Arkadin.
Miss Arkadin, a message from your father. He's waiting for you and asks you please to remember it's quite late.
Yes, but how did he learn that you were here and so quickly?
He runs the greatest private spy system on Earth.
Yes, I know that, but where am I going to see you next?
I'm leaving for Spain in the morning.
Are you flying?
In Father's plane? No.
Oh, driving yourself?
Getting an early start before dawn.
All right, sir, that sounds perfectly frightful.
There he is, in the car.
Your father?
Better get back inside.
I say, but look here, old
I'd
girl.
rather he didn't see us together.
Oh, all right. Oh, excuse me, old man. So sorry.
Hey, that's quite a coincidence. I mean, you're going to Spain tomorrow. I'm going to myself, you know.
Small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, Pops. How was your party?
It wouldn't be so tough to get stuck on a doll like that, dough or no dough, but romance wasn't any part of my plan. Plan? The truth is, I didn't have any plan. I was just knocking myself out, chasing something. I didn't have any idea what it was. Thanks.
Well, what do you know? If it isn't that well-known playboy Guy Van Straten.
Well, there you
I
are.
heard you out there. What's all this about Spain?
We'll take that up in a minute. What were you doing at that party?
It was on Mr. Arkadin's yacht. Arkadin, do you realize what that means?
So that's good for you. That's what makes it all so crazy. You and me are onto a big thing, and neither one of us has any idea how much dough Bracco's tip-off is worth.
Bracco.
He's dead.
Guy, I have to tell you something.
Yeah, just keep a table. We'll be right in.
But Guy, there was that other name he whispered to me. I mean, besides Arkadin, it was a woman's name.
Oh, why didn't you tell me about it?
The police were taking you away, and I
Why
haven't
didn't
even
you write
seen you
to me?
since. What good would it have done you in jail? For 3 months you've been away. Aren't you gonna kiss me, even?
So you've been to Arkadin's party, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you make out?
Oh, there must have been 50 other girls on that boat.
Yeah, I hear he's sailing it back to Spain. Next week, he's giving a big society ball. Why don't you try to get yourself invited?
To a society ball?
On the yacht, stupid.
All right.
Look, darling, get on that cruise to Spain. Use all your charms on him.
Mm-hmm.
See what you can find out. Throw Bracco's name at him. There's
That's
a woman
the
in there.
trouble.
You forgot it, you mean?
Oh, you see, I couldn't hear very well. Right after that, what's his name? Bracco died. So I couldn't very well ask him to repeat it.
Okay. Now look, you tell Mr. Arkadis that you have a friend who knows somebody named Bracco.
Mm-hmm.
Don't use my name.
Oh, Guy, be careful.
You just tell him that if he's interested, a meeting can't be arranged.
Look, it's different for me. I'm a girl, and he's
Will
a
you
man.
please stop
Well,
drinking?
I can handle it.
I hope so. There must be an opening for a bright young man in some company that Arkadin happens to control. Stranger things than that have happened in big business.
Come to think of it, who knows how Mr. Arkadin got started?
Started? I didn't even know what we were really after. Some of that Arkadin money, of course, but how? Shaken down, what about? Some name, a guy whispered to Millie, and if Millie forgotten, I not only knew it was crazy, but the closest I could even get to Arkadin was that yacht of his. The Raina, it was called. After his daughter. She's quite some dame. A real looking.
Well, her money, she wouldn't need to be.
Yeah, Cotton thinks everybody's after his dough.
And he's wrong about you.
All I wanted was to use her to get close to him. That was at first.
And now it's
Will you let me tell this in my own way? At daybreak, there I was in front of the Arkadin villa, hitching myself a ride to Spain. I threw Raina a line about how my own car just happened to break down there. And would she please give me a lift? But just then, I noticed some character spying on me.
Oh, that? He's one of my father's secretaries.
Huh?
He has all kinds of secretaries. Some of them double as vice presidents. That one's a masseur. And there's Rico. He's in charge of ladies' telephone numbers. But that's something I'm not supposed to know about, of course.
Oh, they all seem to be very interested in who it was that was bumming a ride with the boss's daughter. It was quite some ride at that. She really made time. And so did I.
Well, that's a castle in Spain for sure. Thanks for the lift.
You're spending the night here?
I want to try and talk to the local hoteler to give me a bet.
I'll show you where it is.
It's either that or...
Or what?
Oh, develop a sick headache or a leaky carburetor or something like that, and we'd be forced to spend the night the other side of the border.
Uh-oh. Here comes the ogre.
Ogre?
Ogre's my nickname for Pop.
Oh, your father.
Didn't you ever read any fairy tales?
No, not many.
You know, fee-fi-fo-fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
And that's an ogre, huh? Some kind of a bogeyman.
If you meet my father, you'll see what I mean.
If you mean when I meet him. That's him up there, huh? That
Yes,
plane.
he flew to Tangiers this morning. Now he's joining me here to get ready for our famous masked ball.
That's not till Sunday night. Good.
What's good about it?
Gives us almost a week.
For what?
Getting better acquainted.
Don't tell me you're staying on.
I'm going to your party.
I don't believe it.
Why not? You know your guest personally?
Of course not.
Well, you know me.
Do I?
Well, maybe not yet, honey, but you're going to. What's so comical?
I like your being tough. It's just too bad you're such a cornball.
I've been looking for you.
So were Father's secretaries.
For who?
And please stop smoking.
On account of all those characters and hoods? I thought the masquerade wasn't until Sunday.
It's a religious procession.
Oh.
They're penitentes.
The what?
If you'll keep quiet, I'll explain it to you.
Uh-huh.
Look, some of them are barefoot. Others have chains.
Excuse me a minute.
I thought you were looking for me.
I just spotted somebody down in the crowd I ought to say hello to.
Oh, the girl in the sweater who was waving to you.
Millie? As a matter of fact, I think she's down here to get on that cruise your father's giving. She's more a friend of his.
Well, she's his type.
Thanks for dragging yourself away from your new girlfriend. I'd ask
Why don't you go back to the hotel?
I'd ask what she's got for you that I haven't got, except I happen to know the answer. $200 million.
Will you please be quiet?
What gives with those crazy Ku Kluxers?
They're penitentes.
Yeah, no, but what are they dressed up like that for?
They're doing penance. It means they're sorry for their sins.
They must be awful sorry.
Well, did you get on that cruise yet?
What do you think I came to Spain for, to see you?
Look, Millie, I've been thinking this thing over. I think maybe we ought to forget it.
Guy!
Coming!
Forget it. You're going after Arkadin's money in your own way through his daughter, aren't you? Well, you better watch your step or I might decide to start talking. I mean it, Guy. And it won't be about Bracco or anything mysterious like that. It'll be all about you.
Are you by any chance trying to threaten me?
I'm just telling you to leave her alone.
Guy! What are you doing here?
Just waiting.
Not right under the castle like this where we can be seen.
Yeah, that castle's kind of hard to get away from.
I know, and the town's swarming with secretaries. I'll phone you as soon as I get away from the ogre.
Look, why don't you take me up there, introduce me to him, and be done with it?
Because we're having fun, and I'd like it to last a few days. Cornball. Look, you win. I knew it.
Well, what do I win?
Come on.
What's all the rush?
There are a couple of secretaries back there.
Checking up on you, huh?
Yes.
Treat you like he was a jealous husband.
If Father had his way, I'd never get married.
Well, you don't have to worry about that, honey.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'll make you a promise. As long as I live, I'll never ask you to marry me.
Gee, thanks. Hey.
One moment, please, sir.
Beg your pardon?
Does the Count de Tarragon know that you're here with his invitation, sir?
Well, don't be dreary, Rudy. Of course he does. I intercepted to fetch you, old boy.
Oh, thanks.
Now, this way. And put your mask on. That's the form, you know.
Anyway, where's the ogre?
I beg your pardon?
Our host. I would like to see him.
Well, you can't mean that.
Why not?
I've been trying to keep him from seeing me.
What do you mean?
Well, ever since I was caught taking Raina around without official permission, I've been persona non grata.
All right. So it's a masquerade. It isn't Halloween, is it? What's with all these crazy Frankensteins?
Now, look, old boy, you don't understand. All these people are supposed to represent the paintings. Now, some of us have come as the visions and monsters. Goya.
Who?
You know Goya.
Glad to meet you.
No, drink the triple vodka and you pass.
A triple straight vodka?
Sorry, sir, there are no exceptions.
Father likes his guests to be ready for a body before it starts. Savage, of course, but then so's he. Try and make a good impression on him.
I'm sorry.
I see you were talking with our hostess,
Well,
the young Miss Arkadin.
of course I know Raina, Mr.
We won't introduce ourselves. This is a masquerade. You've known her long?
Raina? Oh, we've met a few times.
All sorts of people are always trying to meet her. Her position, that's natural, of course. Fortune hunters, adventurers, you know the type.
Oh, sure.
I thought you would. Come here, to show you something. You might be interested. You know where we are, don't you? Shut the door, please. This is her bedroom.
Oh?
Raina's bedroom, understand?
Well, it's a very beautiful room. This whole place
This is her bed. Her pillow. I left this here for her to study. You can look at it if you want to.
Confidential report. Has my name on it.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah, my name is Van Stratton, Mr.
According to that dossier, you were born George Streetheimer.
Streeter. My father's name was Streeter.
Your father's identity does not seem to have been established. Go on, read it. Be sure to leave it for Raina after the party's over.
The party seems to be over already, Mr. Arkadin. Who got this up for you?
Private detectives. It may seem a considerable investment to make for a mere gigolo, a petty adventurer. You see, my daughter is very important to me. There's nothing I would
So I'm a
stop
petty
at.
adventurer, am I? And what about you, Mr. Arkadin? How do you think it would look if someone got up a dossier on you?
What are you two doing in my bedroom?
One moment, Raina. I want to be very sure I understand what your friend here is talking about.
That's quite true. I ran cigarettes, even some gold once. But what about you, Mr. Almighty Gregory Arkadin? How about if somebody got up a confidential report on the subject of you, huh? All the dirt, I mean, from Bracco on down.
I'm ashamed of you.
Yeah, it's just about the idea.
I mean, Father. Do you really think this is the way to... Guy, come back.
No, not a speech. Proposing a toast. In Georgian style, Luigi.
How did you recognize me?
I know you. Your glasses are friends. In Georgian toast, a little story always comes first. I had a dream. I found myself in a graveyard where all the tombstones were marked in a curious way. 1822, 1826, 1930, 34, always like that, always a very short time between birth and death. In the graveyard was a very old man. I asked him how it was that he had lived so long when everyone else in his village had died so young. But no, he told me this. Not that we die early, it is just that here on our tombstones we do not count the years of a man's life, but rather the length of time he has kept a friend. Let's drink to friendship.
What's wrong?
I don't make a habit of striking women.
Guy!
Don't worry, you're safe. I'm sick of jails and there's a law against murder. What did you say to Arkadin?
I haven't seen him, not here in Spain.
Did you tell him anything about me?
No, why should I?
He's got private detectives on him. You put him onto him, did you?
No, Guy, I swear I had nothing to do with it.
Both of you wanted to break things up between Rain and me. Well, now you succeeded.
Where are you going?
Just leaving, that's all.
Am I going with you?
I want to get as far away from here as possible.
Guy, I never once talked to Arkadin about you. Oh, and another thing, I've remembered that name.
You mean that other name, that woman's name that Bracco told you about?
Am I going with you?
Now, don't get smart.
All right. It was Sophie.
Sophie? Sophie what?
Well, that's just it. I can't remember. It was something Russian. Hello?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I was told I would find Mr. Van Stratton there. Will you put him on, please?
It's that secretary.
Secretary?
Mr. Arkadin.